Well, as though it was on cue, the weather has completely turned here this morning. We've had our first frost of the season, or it's going to be our first frost, and it's down 33, 34 degrees. And it was just a few short days ago we had a record high of 93 degrees here in October. Today is our opening day of PA archery season, and I'm getting out here extra early just because beginning of the season always feels a little bit like a circus for me, being unprepared and not knowing where my gear's at and stuff's at. But I think I have everything thrown together. I'm going to grab my bow here and head into a tree stand. I'm going to be hunting out of a hang-on that I had hung earlier here in the year. And next time you see me, I'll be in the tree, and hopefully we'll see some deer this morning. That was an exciting way to kick the 2019 season off. Had those couple doe on me from the very first light, just so make them out there along the field edge. And I had the wind right. There was no way she could smell me, but she knew something was up. She spent the next hour working every side around me, just trying to catch my wind, I think. And she never saw me and never boogered, but she worked at least 3 of my 4 sides, from in front of me over to my left. She circled down behind me. Just knew something wasn't quite right. I had her in range a couple times. Well, she was within 25-30 yards, but she was just so keyed up, and it's early in the season. I just wasn't going to push the envelope at all. I want a slam dunk shot, so if I don't see anything more, I'd call it a success for the morning hunt. Sit here, and it's still plenty early, so there's a very good chance we can see more action, but that was a great way to see deer right off the bat, kick the season off. I think that's going to be a wrap for this morning's hunt. Things have definitely slowed down, although I did just catch a glimpse of a doe out here in the crop field, so somebody's still on their feet, but she was a long ways off. Besides squirrels by the dozen, everything in my woods here have slowed down, so that's some work I got to catch up on. Plan on being in the stand again tonight for an evening hunt. I doubt if it'll be this setup, but I got to pick one here somewhere, so we'll catch up with you in the stand then. Well, I am not in a tree stand tonight. As I wrapped up this morning's hunt, I said somewhere this evening I am going to be hunting in a tree stand, and that is just not the case. My day did not go exactly as I had planned. I was working around here in the farm, and as my name states, hunting farmer, both hunting and farming both have to get done. My son was actually out getting cattle in to the barn, and he said, "Dad, there is a deer in with the cows out in the meadow." And that is highly unusual. I've seen deer in the meadow before, but never when the cows are in it. He said it is right in with the cows, and he said it looks sick. So I went out and investigated. Of course, the first thing that came to my mind was CWD. There had been some confirmed cases in Pennsylvania now, but not in my immediate area here. But of course, that was still in the back of my mind. So I made a phone call to the Pennsylvania Game Commission, got a hold of the regional office here, and explained my situation. They said they would have an officer give me a call and discuss it. So he did. The officer called me, said it would be best for him to come out here to my farm, check the deer out. So he indeed did come here. He ended up putting the deer down. Like I said, it was in very bad shape, but he did dispatch of the deer, and we discussed CWD, and he said it wasn't showing all the classic signs, didn't have the extreme weight loss, and actually it didn't look too skinny at all. Didn't have any other obvious signs of being hit by a car or any other trauma. He did discuss brain abscesses. He has personally seen that in deer that act similarly to what this deer was doing, but don't really know. He did in fact pull tissue samples, and he's going to be sending them away regardless, just to see CWD, whether it was positive or negative. It's never hurts to be too safe. Rather safe than sorry anyhow. So it was definitely an unusual event. I was happy with the Game Commission, their quick response. Never really dealt with them in a situation like this. They were very professional, and I was, as I said, very pleased. The sun's setting now, so I will not be in a tree stand this evening. Pretty well tied up my evening here, but you just never know what's going to happen in a day's time. Stick with me. The next few weeks I'm going to be hunting a lot. I'm not going to be uploading videos every day, but at least once, maybe twice a week, I'll update you on my archery hunting here. It's definitely going to be more of a marathon than it is a sprint, or at least it usually is in every other year. So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.